Stop it.
COVID-19 made us all health conscious. We all want to stay fit and healthy to avoid getting sick and hospitalized. And we all would definitely do whatever it takes to achieve that, even follow YouTube videos related to fitness. And Jeremy Ethier should be on your list. Who is he? Here are 10 reasons why you should follow Jeremy Ethier on YouTube. By the way, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our engaging videos. And use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. Now, let's get into it. The number one reason why to follow Jeremy is if you are looking for the right virtual trainer for you, he is the one you are looking for. Jeremy has always been obsessed with everything fitness, ever since he was a kid. His first step into a gym was with my father when he was around 14 years old, and he was instantly hooked. As soon as he turned 18, he got his personal training certification to further educate himself and start training others. It was during this time that he really found a passion for using his knowledge to help others better their lives. He then proceeded to further his education by pursuing a kinesiology degree and started Built with Science shortly after graduating. So it's not just a passion, but he is competent enough to share knowledge. Number 2, he has visions. In 5 years, he'd like to bring on more talented, knowledgeable fitness experts and researchers onto the Built with Science team to help us expand their reach and the industries in which they operate. There are so many different aspects of health, yet science and research apply to every single one of them, and is a way that they can separate what methods work from what doesn't. Who doesn't want a man who has goals and plans? And for number 3, he gives helpful tips on people's diet. In an interview, he shared this: focusing on clean foods as opposed to the actual amount of foods they eat. There's a common misconception that the key to losing fat is to eat good or clean foods. While yes, a diet full of nutritious and calorie-dense foods makes it easier for you to lose fat, you can't overlook the importance of calories. You most definitely can be eating a very strict, clean diet, yet not seeing results simply because you're still eating too many calories. Clean foods like nuts, avocados, salmon, and eggs are all great, but are also very high in calories, meaning that if you're not mindful of the calories of these foods and properly managing the portions of your meals, then you can end up just spinning your wheels. The fourth one, he can also help you with your physical exercises. He advised doing too much variety by trying to do a bunch of fancy exercises and switching their exercises up too often. The key to progressing with your workouts is to stick to the same exercises week after week rather than throwing in a bunch of new exercises every time you work out. By sticking to the same exercises, you're not only better able to improve your skill for that exercise, but you're also able to more accurately tell if you're progressing with that exercise. For example, able to lift 5 pounds more on that exercise this week compared to last week. Well, thank you, Jeremy. That's a handful of advice. Halfway on our list, he is licensed. He is a kinesiologist and an NASM FMS, Functional Movement Screen, certified trainer. He created Built with Science in an effort to optimize training with methods that are proven and shown through scientific literature to be the most effective way to train. If you're going to invest hours of your time into training and nutrition, wouldn't it make sense to do so in the most effective way? The sixth reason is his passion. His obsession for finding an evidence-based, objective approach to working out began ever since he was a kid. As a child, he wanted to achieve the aesthetic physiques that he'd seen in magazines and Hollywood blockbusters. He remembers thinking that if he just does enough push-ups or work out hard enough, then eventually he'd get there. Gradually, he learned that this couldn't be further from the truth. He learned the harsh reality that most of the physiques he'd been admiring were achievable only because of the use of performance-enhancing drugs. And those who didn't use drugs often had elite genetics that enabled them to achieve amazing physiques at a young age quite easily. Unfortunately for him, and similarly for many of you out there, he was not blessed with amazing genetics, and he refuses to use any drugs to cheat on his way there. He's always had an extremely skinny physique, which made it very difficult for him to put on any weight. He doesn't want others to feel that way. For the seventh reason, he is persistent. He didn't let anything stop him. With years of trial and error and personal research, he's learned exactly what works best and what doesn't work in terms of building muscle and losing fat. He's learned how to achieve his dream physique without the use of drugs, and he's helped countless others achieve their dream physique with the same methodology. He's also learned that you can't take advice from just anyone. Just because someone has the physique that you want doesn't mean they'll be able to help you achieve it. If someone's Instagram page consists of them posting half-naked selfies trying to sell you their programs while providing little to no actual value, then they're likely not the best trainer for you. And you'd be surprised at how many guys out there are taking performance-enhancing drugs yet lying about it, meaning that you absolutely cannot follow their training methodology and expect to achieve the same results without the use of drugs. And the same idea applies to those with elite genetics. These individuals will adapt and grow to pretty much any stimulus, which has been proven time and time again in the research. What an inspiring dude. Number 8 reason, he built with Science approach. His goal with Built with Science is to bring a more scientific and research-backed approach to the fitness industry, and weed out the BS and bro science that the industry is full of at the moment. The way he trains is based on countless hours of research of peer-reviewed studies and trial and error. The methodology and workouts discussed in his blog are what I personally use in my training regimen, is the most optimal way to train for natural lifters. The second to the last is he uses his fame to inspire and educate. He got his hands on wide-ranging acceptance and superstardom for his fitness tips and tricks, which he publicizes by the means of his personal website, Built with Science. His followers unquestionably go along with his helpful advice and information related to enhancing the quality of their lifestyle, which actually benefited them, and have admired him for all of his helping hands. Together with his fitness website, he also owns his personal YouTube channel, where he often creates content teaching his audiences ways to stay in good shape, plus good health. For his videos and contents, he has accumulated a handsome number of subscribers who often pass on satisfactory responses. Lastly, his training are proven. His training procedures are scientific and research-based, so he shares those procedures with his fans following through his blog and YouTube channel. According to the sources, he also released a book that can be used by his followers. However, he created a self-titled YouTube channel on October 6, 2016. As of now, he has millions of fan following on YouTube. He uploads his first video, Realistic Skinny to Muscle Body Transformation, 17 to 20 years old, on October 7, 2016. He tempers all his claims with journaled research and quality science. And that's what we all want, right? A guaranteed and tested method. What do you think about 10 reasons why you should follow Jeremy Ethier on YouTube? Let us know in the comment section below. And hey, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so we continue giving you the best content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.